Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be different, I think, than most of the videos that I have filmed. If you had watched my Taco Bell breakfast mukbang that I just posted, I mentioned that I wanted to do a sit-down video, kind of just rambling and talking and like just letting you guys know what my plans are for this year in general and for the channel. And that is what this video is going to be about. I'm gonna kind of just do exactly that. I'm gonna just ramble my thoughts and just talk to you guys. So I did put a little like warning thing at the beginning of this video. If you don't like longer, I don't know how long this video is gonna be, but knowing me, it will probably be kind of long. If you don't like longer, just like talking videos, then you probably won't want to watch this. But if you want to hear what I have to say about this year, then you go ahead and stick around. If not, that's fine. Also, I don't know how long I'm going to keep these ears on because they're already kind of bothering me, but I think I'm going to just jump in and get started with my resolutions, I guess. I have resolutions and I have goals, which for me are two different things. So I'm gonna just jump in one by one and kind of just like explain my thoughts here. So my first resolution that I have is to be better about exercise and eating less. So we'll start there. This has been a resolution that I've had for at least probably 2 to 3 years that I try to push myself to do every year, and I always end up failing. So I really would like to try to do that this year. And I'm not talking about like going to the gym and like doing a full body workout like 5 times a week. Like, no. I have to start out small, I have to start out easy, and I don't even think I want to go that far. I just need to do daily movement, daily exercises, something simple like riding an exercise bike or walking on the treadmill, or if it's nice outside, go for a walk, or riding my bicycle outside, or even something simple like squats or crunches, things like that that are easy to do, that just something to get me moving, because I don't do that a lot. I don't move a lot, and I need to. So that is kind of where I want to start. And then as far as the eating less, it's just as simple as that. Like, I need to eat less food. I need to have smaller portions. I need to really eat less fast food, because last year I had way too much fast food. Like, there were times, most times I would get fast food at least once a week. Got fast food like 4 times a week, and that is just not good. That's not good. But with that being said, I don't want to cut fast food out completely. I'm just trying to restrain myself from getting it quite as often, and when I do get it, not getting so much. And lucky for me, I haven't really been craving fast food as much as I was last year. I will say at this point, so today is January 19th. Can't believe we're already that far into the month, first of all, but it's January 19th when I'm filming this. I think I've only had fast food, if you count the Taco Bell breakfast, I want to say 3 times. And I will say that the Taco Bell breakfast was the most I've had at one time. The other 2 times, I think I only got 1 item. So I'm really trying to do better with that, like not getting it quite as often, and if when I do get it, it's not like a crap ton of food. But and then also only getting it like when I really feel like I want it. Um, and I will say this too, I'm actually kind of proud of myself for this. There have been one or two occasions in the last week or two where it have kind of been like, I want this food, or I want to go to this place, and I have restrained myself from doing so because I just don't need it. I have food at home, I don't need it. And on top of that, which will lead me into another resolution, which I guess I'll just jump to now, is if I don't have the money, or I guess it's just as simple as that. If I don't have the money, I shouldn't be spending it, first of all. Second of all, I don't need to be spending my money on fast food, especially when I don't need the fast food to begin with. So that is actually my next resolution, is spend less money. And that not only goes for fast food, that goes for just kind of everything. More specifically, I will say Disney things. So last year I spent way too much money on everything, on Disney, on Disney items, just way too much money. Because I went to Disney World 3 times, so that was a lot of money in and of itself. Like the actual trips, and then not even counting the souvenirs, I spent thousands and thousands of dollars, and that is just not okay. And then like you're talking not even like the Disney parks, but Shop Disney. Then you've got Box Lunch, Hot Topic, Amazon, things I find at the other the stores around here, like when I go to the mall, and just like all that kind of stuff. So I'm really, and again, this is another resolution that I have had for a couple of years, because I spend way too much money, and I'm not saying I'm gonna not spend any money at all. Like, I still want to like splurge on myself every now and then, but I need to tone it down and not spend quite so much. So, and again, I am proud of myself for this so far, because there has been some occasions where I almost buy something and then I stop and think, do I really need this? Do I need to spend this money? And then I end up not doing it. So far we're doing good on that, but we're only in January. So and okay, so I'm gonna dive a little deeper into that example. So when was it? Let's see, last week? I think it was last week. I had some box lunch money that was, they were in the period of redeeming it, and I had, I think, two different coupons for that. So I'm like, okay, so I have box lunch money, I need to go on and buy some stuff so I can use this box money and not let it go to waste. So I go on, I'm looking and finding some stuff. I have some stuff in my cart, putting in the coupons and whatnot, and I'm about to go into the checkout to like purchase the stuff, and then I stop and think, I'm like, do I really need to spend this money? Even because I have coupons, like, do I need to spend this money? And I decided to just take everything out of my cart, cancel it all. I ripped up the coupons and threw them away. Like, that right there. Like, I need to have that kind of self-control all the time. With spending, with exercise, with eating, all of it. I need to have better self-control. So, that's just the simple fact right there. I need to have better self-control. I will say though, I have been spending a little bit of money on other things like holiday decorations. Like I recently just bought a bunch of Valentine's decorations, and I even bought some St. Patrick's Day decorations, and it's not even for stuff for me to use now. It's stuff for me to save to use whenever I get my own place in the future. And I mean, I guess it's not necessary now, but most of the stuff that I did buy was cheap, but I feel like that's also still not an excuse. So I'm not saying I'm perfect and like just like that I'm not spending any money. I'm still gonna spend money, and I'm not gonna be that strict on myself where I'm saying I can't spend any money at all unless it's like things I actually need, like food and clothes and whatnot. Like I'm gonna spend money on other things. I just have to stop and think, do I really need this? Or, like, I don't know. I just need to be better. So I'm gonna move on to the next one. The last two are kind of just like easy, simple, kind of don't really need too much explaining. I'm just gonna say both of them at the same time. It's just enjoy life and to be kind to myself. So just a quick brief explanation for those two. Enjoy life, just I don't enjoy life as far as like going out and doing things. Like my life is, I guess you could say, in a box basically. Like I wake up every morning, go to work, come home, and then I sit in my room or I sit at my desk in the living room and I'm on the computer or on the TV the rest of the night. Every day. And I don't go out and do things. And I need to change that. Because I feel like the years are going by faster and faster, and if I don't get out there and enjoy life, then what am I doing? So that's kind of just like the simple, without getting too deep into it, explanation on that one. And then be kind to myself. For years and years, especially in high school, I would be so mean to myself. Telling myself I was ugly, telling myself I was fat, telling myself nobody liked me, and just being so negative about myself. And I would say a year or two I kind of snapped out of that and started to try to be more positive. And I'm still continuing to work on that. I'm still trying to be more positive and a kinder person in general. However, it's kind of a struggle for me to be kind to myself still. Like I'm not telling myself that I'm ugly. I'm trying to look at myself in the mirror and tell myself that I'm beautiful, and just all the kind, positive words to make me and make my brain believe the things that I'm saying to myself. Because the more negative things you say to yourself, the more you're gonna believe them. So if I try to say more positive things to myself, then maybe, hopefully, someday I will believe them. And again, I don't want to go too deep into that one, but that's kind of just a simple explanation for that one. And those are my main resolutions, I guess I would say. So I'm going to go on to the few goals that are separate from that. So the first one is to save enough money to get a new car, because I was actually supposed to get a new car last year, and that got pushed back because I took a good chunk of the money to go to Disney World. And that's why, one of my resolutions is to spend less, because I need to get my priorities straight, and I just need to do that. So I still had a good chunk of money left over after I went to Disney World that I had put aside for my car, but it wasn't enough to get one or to put like a down payment on one. So that's one like huge goal, is to finish saving up to get a new car. The car that I have is a 2007, and I've had it for 5 years already, so I think I'm due for a new car, and I've been wanting a new car. I actually want an SUV. I have a car, like an actual car, now, but I want to switch over to a SUV. So that is a huge goal that I have for this year. And if I'm doing my math correctly, I should hopefully, cross my fingers, get a new car this summer, if all goes well. So if and when I do get a new car, I will do a car tour, because I love watching car tours. I watched a lot of car tours when I was doing research on figuring out which car I wanted. So when I do get a new car, I will be doing a car tour. So hopefully that's one of the videos I will be doing this year. Hopefully. So that's kind of that explanation. Let's go on to the next one. So I want to plan out and get at least one tattoo. So if you've watched my channel for a little bit of time, you would know already that I have 6 tattoos. They're all Disney themed. But I have not had a tattoo since 2019. So it's been a while since I've gotten one, and I have been wanting to get another one, but I want to take my time with them, because I hate to say this, but most of the tattoos that I have, I'd say about half of them, I regret in some way, whether it's the actual design or the placement. One way or another, I have some partial regret. I will go with that, partial regret, with them. So I want to take my time to plan out exactly what I want, the exact placement that I want, and I want to sit on that for some time and not just rush in and get it, because I don't want to regret any more tattoos, because they're on my body for the rest of my life and they're expensive. So I want to really be 1,000% sure before I get another tattoo. But with that being said, I would really like to get another, at least one, if not more, we'll see, but at least one tattoo this year, because it's been since 2019, so that's 3 years now we're going on. So that is the next one. So let's move on. Read some more. So that was one of my actual resolutions from last year, is to read more. So I put this in my goals as read some more, because I did do that. I did read some last year. I think I read like 5 books, and I haven't really read much since high school. So that was one of my resolutions last year, was just to read more in general. And like I said, I think I read like 5 books last year. So one of my goals for this year is just to read some more on top of that. So just kind of keep going with that and reading. And I don't know if I've mentioned this. I think at some point maybe, but I could be wrong. I have been reading, and that's all the books that I read last year. All of them were the Disney Twisted Tales series, those books. Those are the ones that I've been working on reading, and all of them that I've read so far have been absolutely amazing. Like, I'm obsessed with these books, so I'm working on reading some more of them. I just started one 2 weeks ago maybe. I'm not too far into it because I don't get a chance to read that often, but I'm working on it. But I just started the Mirror Mirror one. It's about the evil queen. So yeah, that's the next one. Just to read some more, like keep it going. Don't quit reading. And then the last goal is to get more serious about saving to move out of my parents' house, because if you didn't know, I still live with my parents, which there's no shame in that. There's no shame in living with your parents, but I feel like I'm at a point in my life where I need to kind of move on and get out on my own and just have my own space. So I need to get more serious about that, and that's right on top of with the whole car situation, is just to get my priorities straight, because I just didn't do that last year. My priorities last year were to go to Disney World, and that's fine. That's totally fine if you have all of your other responsibilities and whatnot in order. And I did not. I was starting out last year saving pretty well for moving out. I had a good chunk saved, and then I decided that getting a car was more important to me, so I combined what I had saved up for moving and put it in with what I was saving for my car, so that the car money would be higher, and then I ended up spending a chunk of that money to go to Disney World. So I need to get more serious about moving out. So those are my resolutions and my goals for 2022. And now I'm going to kind of talk a little bit about what my plans are as far as the channel goes. So let's jump right on into that. Right. So for the channel, I'm gonna be honest, I don't really have a lot of plans for it. So I would say right off the bat, unless I can get creative or something comes up, I would not expect a lot of videos from me this year. I'm going to try my best to do videos here and there, but I'm not going to be quite as consistent. I was trying to brainstorm some ideas this morning before I filmed this video, and I came up with a few ideas. They're kind of lame, in my opinion. They're to kind of just like videos to film to put some content out, which, I mean, whatever. I was kind of thinking about maybe doing an updated Funko Pop collection video, because I did film one of those a couple of years ago, and I've acquired a bunch more Funko Pops since then. So alright, let's try this again. Okay, so I don't even remember where I left off. I just had a big problem with my storage on my phone, and I had to delete a bunch of stuff. So hopefully this holds up until I'm done rambling. So I'm gonna try to wrap it up a little bit. I think I was talking about my video ideas and like the Funko Pop collection thing. So there's the Funko Pop collection I could refilm. My pin collections I could refilm. Because I haven't filmed one of those in a while either. And again, I've acquired quite a lot more pins since then. And I've also gotten rid of a lot too. So pins and Funkos, and I have 4 Jim Shores, I think. I could show you those as well. Those are just a few videos come to mind. I don't plan on ordering anything to do hauls anytime soon, but if and when I do, or if I go out to shop a bunch, which again I don't plan on doing, but if I do, those can be videos. And I know I said I was going to try to stop eating fast food quite as much, but there are a few fast food themed videos that I would like to film. Specifically, there's 4 that are like kind of like a series that I want to do. I wanted to do this last year, but I never got around to it, so I'm gonna try to do it this year maybe. But they're gonna be spread out because I don't want to get all of that food all at once. So I have 4 in mind that I want to, and they're not going to be quite as extravagant as I wanted them to be. But there's those, and then if I end up getting fast food here and there, I might do some more mukbangs. I don't think as of right now that there will be any Disney World content until the end of the year, because as of right now I don't have any trips planned. I am in the works of planning a trip for the end of the year, so that is all that I have planned so far. Like I said, I wouldn't expect to see a lot of content from me this year as of now, except for those ideas that I just threw out to you guys, but that's pretty much it, I think. So I'm gonna wrap this up before I get cut off again. Thank you guys so much for watching if you stuck it out to the end. I know this was kind of a long video and all I did was talk, but I think I kind of needed one of these videos to just sit down and ramble my thoughts, because I do that a lot in my other videos. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you are excited for what is to come, not just for me but for you, and in your new year. So I will talk to you all soon. Have a magical day. Bye guys.